Hi, everyone. My name is Atish Davda, and I'm here from EquityZen. We bring private markets to the public. Now, before we talk about how EquityZen can help grow your and your clients' wealth, let's take a look at John's assets over here. We've all seen a portfolio mix a little bit like this, although it's pretty heavy on travel and transportation for some reason. But how many of us, even here in the Valley, have a personal portfolio with companies like these? Airbnb, Lyft, Spotify. Not one of these companies is available on a public exchange. Today we're going to show you in two parts, whether you're an individual investor or a financial advisor, how EquityZen has already streamlined thousands of private placement investments and can help you and your clients access a differentiated asset class, proven private company stock. EquityZen has built a private exchange to buy and sell existing shares in proven private companies. We're talking about companies that are at least $100 million in enterprise value. They're household names. Some of you are playing with those apps right now. Now, some of us remember the dark days when people tried to buy and sell Facebook equity before Facebook IPO. Well, we refer to those days as a bygone era, private markets 1.0. So EquityZen brings you private markets 2.0. Company approved, secure, compliant. Here are just some of the investments our clients are particularly proud of and that have helped our financial advisor clients help grow their businesses. EquityZen has now worked with over 40 of the largest private issuers in the US. Over $200 million of equity hit the platform last year, and we're on pace to crack $500 million this year. Now, you've heard this all before. Private companies are staying private longer. Amazon went public when it was 4 years old. The typical company at IPO is almost a teenager. But what has changed is that public market investors no longer need to wait on the sidelines, watching as private market investors take advantage of the value that's being created. They can head on over to EquityZen's listings page. Now note, for regulatory reasons, all the investment offerings you see up here today are for demonstration only. However, similar companies through an identical investment process are available on our platform right now. These are live investment offerings on our listings page. These offerings are from companies that have been screened through over a dozen filters. Only 5% of the investment offerings we receive end up making it here. So let's take a look at one. This is Spotify's investment offering. Here, you'll be able to research the company's business model, who the key personnel are, management, key metrics, market analysis, prior share history, who the other investors are, and a full cap table, including liquidation preference of every single series of stock that Spotify's ever issued. Once you've done your research, you go to the top, punch in the number of how much you want to invest, and hit the green button. You'll be able to conduct the entire transaction entirely online, just like you might from your E-Trade account. Now, while we're signing the term sheet electronically, let me remind you that to get this kind of access, we used to need over $10 million to access these late-stage, high-growth companies. Well, EquityZen gets you a seat at the table for as little as $20,000. Once you've made your reservation, you can head over to the My Investment section to keep track of the high-growth private investment you just made. Here you can take a look at all your investment paperwork, news, and updates on the company. And then you can head over to the portfolio page where you can look at not just one, but the entire private company portfolio you've built. By the way, if you're interested in buying an ETF instead of individual companies, we can help you with that as well. With one investment, EquityZen can help you get an access to an entire basket of private companies like this. So as you can see, there's plenty of options for individual investors on EquityZen's platform. Now it's time to talk about why we're really here at Finovate. So here we are unveiling for the first time a solution that over 1,000 of our financial advisor and institutional clients have been waiting for. It gives financial advisors direct access to the private markets. I present to you EquityZen Institutional. As easy as the process is for individual investors to invest on EquityZen's platform, we've put together a comprehensive toolkit. It involves research and screening companies and managing portfolios for multiple clients, all from one easy-to-use account. Now, folks, the asset management industry is facing a lot of competition. And as if humans weren't enough, we have robots competing for that dollar now. So what we've done here at EquityZen is built a comprehensive solution so that you can manage your client's entire private market portfolio from one easy-to-use system. Let's take a look at one client in particular, and we'll be able to see what else it can do for you. Easy Institutional was designed to, well, obviously, make your life easier in a lot of ways. You can sync with some of the biggest custodians. You'll be able to take a look at all the investment paperwork, including tax documents, which comes in pretty handy in January. You can then summarize the portfolio for one and multiple clients all at once, by sector, company, and many other factors. There's even support for held-away assets. You can then go all the way to the top and send your client a PDF statement. If you're wondering, well, it's hard to research private companies. How do I know that I'm picking the right one? Well, you're not alone. EquityZen has built a tool that's comparable to that exists for evaluating public companies. We've built one for private companies. I present to you Easy Advantage. There's a lot of information here, but to summarize, what Easy Advantage does is let you take the entire investable universe, slice and dice it by over a dozen factors. So let's say you know that you want to add a cloud infrastructure company to your client's portfolio, but you don't know exactly which one. You can select the short list, hit compare, and Easy Advantage will show you in a sleek yet detailed format exactly the information you may want to see before you make the investment. This isn't just high-level information, it also includes detailed price history. EquityZen has built a private exchange, Private Markets 2.0. So if there's one thing I might leave you with here today, it's this. You no longer have to sit on the sidelines, and you also don't need an office on Sand Hill Road in order to get this kind of exposure or to grow your business. So if you'd like to learn more about how EquityZen could help you grow your business, come by our booth or check out equityzen.com/Finovate2016. Thank you very much.